Alright, mud lovers.
Hey guys.
Here we are again on the Thames Foreshore. We've gone west today, west. So hopefully there'll be some old finds and we'll show you everything we get up. So let's get some luck in the muck. So Rich has just had these 2 finds up. We just started, so this is quite interesting. We think it's bone. It looks like it might have been turned on that side and then cut, and then concentric circles, which suggests like gaming counter, but it's hard to really date these things. It could be modern. We haven't got a clue. So I think we'll have to take this one to the museum and see if it's. It could be just made from like composite plastic. But again, one for the flow to look at. If you've got any ideas, any suggestions of what you think it could be, that's roughly the size of it. Look, it fits in the palm of my hand. Could it be some sort of gaming counter, or is it just a bit of rubbish off of a plastic? I don't know. Something modern. And also, Rich has found a little Indian offering, and this is in the shape of a cube. So. Another interesting object. Not sure what any of these symbols mean, but we know it's Indian or Hindi or one of those languages. Well, let's try and roll the dice and get a winner. So I've just had up this little sixpence, 1928, which makes it, I think it makes it something like 20% or 50% silver, because they started reducing the silver content in the later coins.
I think they was, wasn't they 85% these ones?
Really? 85?
Yeah.
I forget the dates of where they were, but it's George V, this one.
George, yeah.
Oh, there he is, George V. Yeah, so I'll let you know how much silver's in that. First silver of the day, very nice. I've just had a nice little spoon. Actually, it's got some really nice detail on that. Early little spoon. Rat tail, I think they are, where the little line there looks like a rat tail. I just dropped my coin, but I've seen it, it's alright. These big old gloves don't make it easier to handle objects, but yeah, it's a nice, let's give that a tiny little wipe. Yeah, it's a lovely little spoon handle there. Sorry, spoon bowl. Lovely little spoon bowl there. Shame it's missing its handle, but yeah, very sweet. Let's keep on going. We found
a lovely bit of copper for the collection.
Oh, nice. Get anything else up?
A euro.
A euro.
Yeah.
Well, I'm leaving Rich behind because I've got another spot that I want to do, which is in the yellow bit, which means only mudlarkers can detect in the area. You can do eyes only, but Rich loves his detector, so he's going to stay at this end, and I'm going to wander down to another little spot, and we're going to meet up later and compare finds. So we'll see how we get on. So this is the first eyes only find. Quite an old bottle, but it's still got its cork in, which is quite neat. Let's have a look. So it would be, just looking at the neck, how that was made, it looks like it's probably not an applied lip, so I think this is probably from the 20s, thereabouts. Yeah, cool. Leave that there though, I don't need that. Well guys, this is pretty cool. I just found a ring. It's a chunky one. And the sun's come out on this cold, windy day. Oh look, it's got some writing on it. Diesel. Oh, they're quite a good make. And it's got writing on the inside as well. Milo 925. Milo 925. I wonder if anyone can if I should try and get it back to Milo, whoever he or she is. Looks like a man's ring, but yeah, a nice little bit of silver. Little marble. It's either a marble I find each time or a fork or a knife. Seems to be very regular. Very cute. Well, I'm with Kev on the foreshore. He's having a crafty snout. I thought I'd show him one of my latest finds, but it's not even clean yet. Look. Oh, it's even going to do the honours for me and clean it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, what do you reckon that is?
No idea, to be honest. Looks cool though. Little flower.
Yeah, it's like some sort of mount, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe something to do with something with a question or something, I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Give it a clean up. Might be some writing on there somewhere and we can have a little look. So, cool. Happy days. Things are getting better.
Nice one.
Right, I'm doing a spot find with Kev here. See if we can find the jetton that I've just found. See if he can get it before you do.
Blimey.
Those glasses work, Kev?
What?
You still can't find it? Did you give up?
Yeah, I'll give up.
Oh, I'm going to zoom in, see if you can...
I can see it.
You got it? There we go.
You pick it up.
There we go.
Oh, that's a nice one.
That is a nice one. Yeah, pucker. So these would have been...
That's really nice.
Yeah, wrecking encounters of the 1600s, that sort of era. That is really, really great condition. These are made of brass, but sometimes they come out, they look gold because the way the mud preserves them is it's really, really fantastic. So, yeah, I haven't got to do anything with that, I don't think. And there's certain makers that make these. It's probably got its name on the side, around the edge. But yeah, really happy with that. And as you saw that, it was just sitting there. So even though I did have a detector with me and I detected it, looked down and there it was. Nuremberg jetton, that's the one. Excellent. This is one for the pottery lovers. That lovely handle. Probably off a jug, beer jug or wine jug. You can see where its hand turns on a wheel. Very nice. Maybe even a better mine, but I'm not quite sure. Probably just a plain drinking vessel, maybe like post-medieval, perhaps. Salt glaze. I just dug a little hole, only a couple of inches, and this coin popped out, or token. I've never seen one like that. Oh, it's really neat. It looks fairly modern. It could even be a foreign coin, but I believe it is a foreign coin. Still an interesting little thing though. Looks like it's got the Russian sheath and hammer. The Russian coin. Oh, a bit shaky. I wonder if it's a memorial token or something. Do a bit of research on that. Let you know what it is. All ages and all nations of stuff down here from all over the world. Maybe it was a visitor. I mean, it's got to be I think it's USSR, isn't it? So whenever they became Russia, it's probably earlier than that, which I'm not sure on my Russian history, but I'm guessing this is probably from the 60s, just a guess, but again, I'll let you know in the old roundup at the end. Keep watching. Alright, Richard's just come up to me with his coins that he's found. First one being a little token, which is really neat. It's got on there Freeman's pudding powder. Try it. That's really neat, I like that. And obviously the guy, maybe Mr. Freeman on the other side. So we're probably talking like maybe 1910, 1920s, something like that. I don't know, I guess. That's really cool. Unique one, never seen one of them before. What else you found?
This is a blank one. There's a blank one, but there's a date on there, but it's got to be wet. I saw a date when it was came out.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's have a little look. Oh, blimey, it's worn, isn't it? Yeah, it's a Georgian, I reckon. Probably 1770, something like that. Oh, well, I don't know. That's all right, mate. A ring.
It says diesel on it. It's not going to be silver, is it?
Yeah, it's silver, 925, and it's been
yeah.
inscribed in the inside. Can't remember the name off the top of my head. Yeah.
Did you find that way ice only, or?
Detecting.
Ah.
Yeah. A bit gel.
I'm well gel.
Well, guys, as you can see, it's snowing. This is how hardcore it gets. Might be some snowflakes on the camera in a minute, but yeah, we just heard massive thunder and lightning, and just look how miserable it looks today. But we come down here in all weathers, and we do it just for the love of the hobby. So, you know, extreme. Thunder and lightning. Yeah, I think that's a sign to possibly leave, so see you later, see you for the roundup. And last knockings, I just had this button up. Not sure what it is, might be military. See if I can clean it up. Sort of pewter, back's gone obviously, but yeah, good day. And now it's chucking it down and snowing and all sorts, so thunder and lightning, so we're going to wave goodbye to the Thames for another day. Jettons are a relatively common find for detectorists, but because they are so thin, they don't survive very well in soil on land. But they are preserved much better in the Thames anaerobic mud, where no oxygen can get to them and corrode them. Jettons were primarily used as reckoning counters. Accountants would use them on a specialised board resembling an abacus and would make large mathematical equations on them. It's an early form of calculator. Some boards that were used by the Crown were checkered, and that's where we get the name Chancellor of the Exchequer from, here in England. The word jetton, or jeton, comes from the French verb jeter, meaning to push, because the counters were pushed around the board in order to make large calculations. English jettons go back to the 1300s, but the glory years was the 15 and 1600s, where they were used as reckoning counters, gaming pieces, and for political statements and propaganda. The majority of jettons we find on the Thames Foreshore were made in Nuremberg in Germany, mainly by two dye master families. They were Hans Krauwinkel, along with his brother and nephews, and Wolf Laufer and his sons. Both families had a monopoly on the industry between the 1540s to 1640s. I think these would make great names for a cat and a dog.